Let's draw a perfect square. To achieve this, I first draw a line. And then construct a perpendiculars on it, using the most precise method, not with a protractor or ruler, but with a compass, in a random point on this line. I place the compass needle and draw an arc. Then, at another point on the same line, I place the needle again and draw another arc, so that the two arcs intersect. This gives me 2 points of intersection, which I connect with a thin line. So it will be easy to erase later. In this way, I create a right angle. Now I need to determine the length of the square side. For this, I use the compass to select the desired width and fix it. Let the width be like this. Let's say this marks the second vertex of the square, with the first one already defined, without changing the compass setting. I mark a point on the perpendicular I previously constructed. This is the third vertex of the square. Now, the only thing left is to build the remaining vertex of the square, again, without altering the compass. I place the compass needle in the third vertex of the square and make a small mark. Then, keeping the compass setting the same, I place the needle in the second vertex and make another mark. This results in an intersection point, which will be the final vertex of the square. I connect all the vertices. Erase the excess lines and there you have it. I constructed a square like this, lying on its side. Now I will show you how to construct a square that stands on its vertex. For this, I take the compass and draw a circle of arbitrary radius. It's important here to draw a full circle, not just an arc, and to make the lines thin enough to erase later. To avoid losing the center of the circle, carefully mark it. Now I will draw the diameter. I draw a line segment that connects to points on the circle and passes through its center. I place the compass needle at the point where the diameter intersects the circle and draw an arc with a radius larger than the original circle. This is necessary for the arcs to intersect. I draw the arc, and then, without changing the compass setting, draw a second arc. These arcs intersect into places, which I connect with a straight line. The diameter intersected the circle at 2 points. These are the first and second vertices of the square. Now the line I just drew intersects the circle, creating 2 more vertices of the square. I connect all 4 vertices. And now another square is complete. I will now show you one more method for constructing a perfect square, this time with the square lying on its side. This method is not very common, but can be useful when the square is positioned at an angle. Now I will show you what I mean. First, I draw a circle with any radius. Then I draw a radius, a line segment that connects the center of the circle to any point on its circumference. The angle at which I draw this radius will determine how the square lies. Its side will be parallel to the radius. If I draw the radius horizontally, the square will lie on its side. If at a 45 angle, the square will be at the same angle. After drawing the radius, I need to find its midpoint. To do this, I will draw arcs of the same radius from the ends of the radius, which will intersect at 2 points. Then I will connect these points with a perpendicular bisector. If I had changed the position of the compass legs, then I would have had to draw the second arc from this point as well. I connect these 2 points with a straight line. The radius and the drawn line intersected at this point. Then, placing the compass needle in this new point, I draw a circle with a radius equal to half the radius of the first circle. I place the needle, the compass pencil, and draw a circle. The circle intersected the perpendicular bisector at 2 points. Through the center of the first circle and this point, I draw a straight line. Through the center of the first circle and the second point, I draw another straight line. And the two drawn lines intersected the circle here, 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 and here. These are the vertices of the square. I connect these vertices. And now I have a square lying on its side. Any unnecessary lines can be erased, but I will leave them to show the construction process. Thus, the square is complete.